Hello and welcome to Scout Trout YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the class of 2021. It's been lit. I am so excited. I woke up today just beaming. BJ Lamb got an offer from Arizona State University. Coach Likens is there. He's one of my favorite coaches, high energy. Herm Edwards is there too. He's one of my favorite coaches as well. But Coach Likens brings the noise, man. He is positive, really good teacher. But BJ Lamb, BJ Howard, got a lot of names for him these days. He got an offer from Arizona State. I also like to talk about Takeem Doss. He's from class of 2018, played in my All-American game. He just got an offer from Alcorn State. It's his first D1 offer. He's at East Central Community College, playing in the Mississippi JUCO Conference. Very excited for him. He didn't have the ACT, SAT score when he handled his business. Now he's going to get to go do what he does. He's 6'6", 330 pounds, runs a 10.900. That's insane, right? I watched him track down a guy from North Carolina after he got an interception and just grabbed him and took him to the ground. Kid's fast, phenomenal. Could also play D tackle, as you can see, working underneath the cross again. More 2020-21 recruiting news. It's been lit. There's been a lot of offers go out. I probably missed a lot. Dylan Brooks jumped back to number one on my list. Just a phenomenal weak side DN at 6'5", 230. Gets off the ball quick. One of the best players I've seen. Now, if you look at it, BJ was 222nd on this list. He should be moving up now that he's got an offer under his belt. I heard Virginia Tech's very interested as well. They came snooping around Grapeland, talking about this and that, and obtaining their information on BJ. It takes time. Things just don't happen overnight. You got to get seen. You got to get on the board somewhere. Things got to happen, right? So that brings me to my quarterbacks. Aiden Thompson, he's my number one quarterback right now. You watch the kid throw the ball. It's phenomenal. He looks like Aaron Rodgers reincarnated at his age. The Aaron Rodgers in the NFL, though, with the back shoulder throws. A lot of great things out of that kid. Timing routes, gets the ball out quick. Very, very, very good athlete. Great grades. Phenomenal QB. Katie McMullen jumped ahead of J.J. McCarthy on my list just because of his Cordell Stewart-like ability. Antoine Randall L. Can line up in the slot, do a lot of things like that I didn't know. And his dad showed me on Twitter, gave him some extra step boost points to climb the step ladder step by step. Looked great. Kid's got a great release too. He looks like he improved on that. Ball's coming out with a lot of zip in 7-on-7. He's 6'4". I'm looking at my list over here right now. 6'4", 185 pounds. He's probably going to grow a little bit more. His dad played professional baseball for the San Francisco Giants and some minor league teams. Also was an Arena League quarterback, which, Arena League quarterback's way harder than the NFL. Got to get the ball out fast, get smacked around, in my opinion. Builds really good timing and stuff like that. It's really also really hard to play DB too. So J.J. McCarthy, we all know who he is. Bottle Rocket, watch it come out in a camp he was at that 247 was commentating on. I think it got him an All-American invite. He committed to Michigan recently, and Jim Harbaugh, after being our number one quarterback recruit in America at the time. Phenomenal kid, phenomenal player. He's going in about 6'2", 190 right now. Just the ball comes out. I watched Terry Bradshaw throw back in the day. It comes out hot, fast, hard. Really, 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 really great talent at the quarterback position. Moving down the list, we got a Notre Dame commit, number 9. I believe he's committed to Notre Dame. Preston Stone's a great quarterback out of Dallas, Texas. Man, the kid can move too. He can throw it on the run. Extremely good quarterback. Miller Moss out of Mission Hills, extremely good quarterback. He's out of California. He's one of the top-rated quarterbacks on 247 and Rivals as well. Looks like a great kid, great quarterback. Mario Williams is my number one wide receiver in the country out of Plant City, Florida. He's only 5'10", 170, but the boy, he can move like one of the best all-around wide receivers I found in the class of 2021. Deshaun Thompson, same thing with him. I believe he's committed to Notre Dame, or Christian Dixon as well. One of them is committed to Notre Dame. I forget which one. But then you go down the list. My number one lineman, Micah Morris. He's just a stud. 6'6", 330 pounds, kind of like Takeem Doss. I don't know if he has that 10-900 like Takeem. Takeem could move. Very gifted athlete out of Aliceville, Alabama. But Michael Morris is out of Kingsland, Georgia. He graded out at 8.33 two-step rating. Hayden Connor was our number one lineman in the country. Might move back there because he just committed to Texas. He had a lot of offers. Michigan, I think, was his first. He flew in for a visit with Harbaugh, and A&M was on his list. I just remember A&M, Michigan, and Texas. I know there were some more very, 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 very talented O-linemen. Kim Moog's out of Katy, Texas, right outside of Houston. Extremely talented young man, going to do big things at the next level. As we move down our list, move down a little further. Shadrack Banks, a wide receiver out of North Shore, Texas. One of the best I've seen. The kid shake and bake. Jonathan Flo, top linebackers in America. Just watched some film on him. He's supposed to make his commitment soon. Very, very, very talented linebacker. Looks like he could be one of the next Ray Lewis type linebackers at the college level and possibly onto the NFL if he keeps going the way he's going. Extremely talented young man. Jalen Milroe, Alabama's offered him, I believe. Amazing dual threat quarterback out of Katy, Texas, once again. I was there for a little bit. Number one tight end in the country is also out of Texas, Demetrius Crownover, 6'7", 235, out of Grandview, Texas. That brings me to number 27, one of the best quarterbacks I've seen. It's really not as known as a lot of these other guys. He's on my website, Scout Trout, Xander Morgan. 6'3", 180, out of Muscatine, Iowa. The kid's got a great arm, great home life. Watched him at the Iowa camp delivering darts. The kid has it all working for him, can run. Great kid. Reminds me of a Peyton Manning with a lot better athletics that you can obviously see. As we move further down the list, he also was at the Iowa State camp, and he's been to some other camps as well. Getting a lot of high praises out of Xander Morgan. I'll go further down the list here. We got a lot of great. Will Jones out of Stewartstrath, Virginia. He was recommended to Scout Trout at the Alabama football camp. 6'6", 293 pounds, moves like a cat. Updated his combine stats recently. He went from 5'9" to a 5'7", 40 at the FBU camp, or at the show down in Florida. Very, very talented young man. Good grades, good shuttle, good times, good combine stuff. But watching his tape, he can really get out and move, can get out on swing passes. Very efficient pass blocker, great run blocker, and a big, big kid for the O-line at the D1 level. Elijah Judy, I don't know if he's related to the Judy at University of Alabama, but he's out of Philadelphia, 6'3", 215 pound, wide D end, very talented, very quick off the ball, can get to the quarterback. As we go down the list, running backs didn't make it too high on the top 300, but Ricky Parks leads the way at number 40, 5'11", 203 pounds out of Jesuit, Florida. Very, very talented young man. Very, very talented young man. He can take it 0 to 100 real quick. Kane Barong, he's one of the top 10 ends in the nation on everybody's list. He comes in at number 52 out of Hartwell, Georgia. Extremely talented young man. Can block. Most of his film is blocking. That's kept him down the list at first. And then we've gotten some camp footage showing that he can ball. I mean, he can catch the ball. You're going to have to catch the ball at the next level at the tight end position. Kid's a very, very talented young man. Alex Stack. This kid is also unknown at the quarterback position. He's coming in at 6'5", 205. He's a lefty. Had a little bit of an awkward release when I first seen him. He's working on that. He's getting better. The film I watched, though, of him in spring ball, he's delivering dimes over the top of the defense. Extremely talented. Can move, which I didn't expect at that size. Very, very mobile in the pocket. Can take off and run on you. The kid's got a major upside that needs to be noted, for his skill set. I have him listed as a pro. He could be a dual the way he runs the football. Very, very talented young man. As you can see today, we're repping rugby, USA Rugby. And then we have, going down the list, Corey Collier, best DB I've seen in the nation, really. Quick to the ball. He'll probably end up as a null nation, just like Akeem Dent, one of our top 2019 recruits. Reminds me of him, only he's got the last name Collier. If you remember Willie Collier, I believe he played in the NFL. So he's getting a lot of good home tutelage, a lot of good film work, all that great stuff. That brings me to number 67. I believe he moved up the list, though. He could have, I might have switched him. The top 300 are not updated yet with the new players. They will be soon. Michael Jackson III received an offer from the University of California. So that's 2 Pac-12 offers so far that I've accumulated out of this list on guys that we've evaluated and had on our top 300s and our top position recruit rankings. Michael Jackson, great in and out of his breaks, great route runner. He's sitting at about 6 foot 184 out of Desert Pines High School in Nevada. Very excited for that young man. And he also visited Tennessee and Georgia right after that offer came from Cal. That brings me to Marquise Irving, APB. He's the Barry Sanders of this group. Made one of the best runs I've ever seen on tape. You just got to watch it. It's just phenomenal. The kid looks like Barry, a young Barry Sanders. I don't really need to say much more. After that, the kid's just phenomenal. One of the best I've ever seen on tape at the APB position. Kyle McCord, tied for 75th with Deion Smith out of Jackson, Mississippi at wide receiver, 6'3", 180. But Kyle McCord, one of the top quarterbacks on 247 and Rivals, out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 6'3", 195, can really let it rip. Like that kid too. As we go down the list further, Noah Arneson out of Minnesota, very unknown kid. He's at number 83. Can do it all. Kick return, punt return, great, phenomenal academics. Really would fit good in an Ivy League program and any program at the wide receiver position. He's progressing at a high rate. He scored at 8.2397. Same thing with Jonah Cornell in the slot out there in Norco, California. Extremely talented young man. Really ready to watch him play this year and tear it up out there in SoCal. Deontay Shepard, defensive tackle, was my number 1 defensive tackle in the country at the time. When I first did my recruit rankings, extremely talented young man, gets off the ball fast, can fit that 3-4 or can be a 4-3 guy, pass rusher. And as we move down the list here, Amari Daniels is a baller, 5'8", 186 out of Miami, Central Florida. Tyler Pomachan, the brother of Clemson commit at quarterback. He's got a lot going for him at 5'11", 185 out of Bruno, Connecticut. Extremely talented quarterback, which brings me to number 100. Zachary Smith was just leading his team at the press conference at Miami Dolphins facility. Looks like a leader. Looks like he's going to progress at a high rate, really starting to throw the ball well. There wasn't a lot of passing film in his tape from his sophomore year, but excuse me, the stuff he did do well stuck out like a sore thumb. And watching him at some of the FBU camps, the kid's just phenomenal. Can get it out fast, has a strong arm, He hails from Mother Russia and Florida, but he's in Florida now. Davey, Florida, his dad's the coach. Getting very good home tutelage on where to go with the ball, when to go with the ball, how to go with the ball. Works well in the triple option scheme. Can do it all. So he comes in at number 100. And there's some political guys here. Oops. Got Alex Stack on here twice. I need to fix that. He's at 106 too, but he moved up. Like I said, we need to update this top 300. 110, Bode Patton. Didn't have a lot of clips. They were separated, so it was hard to gauge. Everybody needs to put their highlights together in one clip so college coaches can easily evaluate you. But the film I did evaluate on Bode Patton, MTSU already hit the like button on Twitter. That's Middle Tennessee State University. Bode Patton is a monster pulling guard. One of the best I've seen at getting out and leading the way for his running backs in the state of Tennessee. Really will pancake you, lay you out, great pass blocker, throws you right on your back. His engage to pancake ratio is phenomenal. If you don't know what the engage to pancake ratio is, it's when you engage and how quick you get them to the ground. We time that. That's part of the step ratings to see where linemen are at and how strong they are. And he plays with phenomenal technique, and that's one of the things that gives him the leverage and the keys to succeed at the next level. 111, Paul Chazarowski out of First State, Delaware. He's a dual threat quarterback, but he's also an ATH. He can play in the slot. Guy can do a lot of things for you. Very talented young man, very hard worker. Seen him in some college camps, really slinging the ball well. He could be moving up our list very quick, very quick. Like I said, Algren went from 67th to number 1 real quick. And then you got Victory Vaca. He's a stud. He's a nose guard. But then if we move to 122, Marion Carr out of Jefferson, Georgia. Marion Carr is an extremely good O-lineman. He's going to do big things this year in the state of Georgia. He's one to keep an eye on. Very talented, very aggressive lineman. Great engage to pancake ratio. Great pass blocker, all the above. Good grades. Everything we look for at Scout Trout University. Moving down the list. All these guys got offers. Like I said, most of these guys on this list have a bunch of D1 offers. Our guys are starting to obtain offers. It's very exciting to wake up and go to bed and hear who's gotten offers and get to announce them and show the world how great these kids really are. And Twain Littleton. He's one of my favorite prospects in 2021. He reminds me of Ron Dane. I grew up in South Jersey. Ron Dane went to Overbrook, 6 foot, 265 pound, running back, fullback. They got him listed as a linebacker on 247 just because of the size, I guess. But if you watch the man run the ball and get downhill, very, very, very hard to tackle at that size. And moving on down the list, Chris Murray out of Hershey, high school, Texas. Extremely good linebacker. The brother of Lloyd Murray. He's at 159 right now, 6'2", 205. Moves like a cat, plays the passing game great, and can get to the quarterback, make tackles, all the above at linebacker. Could be another Ray Lewis type guy at the next level. Then Jaden Walker out of Timber Creek, Texas. Not your biggest center, but gets the job done. Very, very talented. Great weight room numbers, great grades. Can really cut block well. Can pass block well. Does it all. Great snaps. On point. Colby Bartlett could fit the strong safety role at the next level. I have him at linebacker, running back right now. He's out of Godley High School, Texas, at number 165. Extremely talented, hard worker, ready to rock this season for Godley. That brings me to Nicholas Herrera. He's moved up on the position rankings. Just has some dominant film. People have claimed he is one of the best centers in the state of California. Strong as an ox, very talented, great grades. Like I said, gets off the ball well, perfect snaps in the shotgun, right on cue, right where the quarterback needs it. And then he fires off and can get the job done. His engaged pancake ratio is also very, 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 very good. Man, we got a lot of kids on this list. I'm only down to 190 right now, and they're all tight. They're all tight. Zy Perry, very, very talented young man. Not people know a lot about him. Um, really got to see his athletics on special teams and how he gets downfield, makes tackles, hard hitter, can really come up as a defensive back and make plays. Very excited for that young man and his future in the state of Georgia. He's out of Toccoa High School, or he's out of Toccoa in Georgia. That's his hometown. But yes, this list is Eric Hemphill. I think he committed to Texas. I mean, to Michigan. He's getting recruited by Michigan. There's a lot of great guys on here. Like I said, the list is what it is. Things change every day. Every time we re-rank, we find new information on guys. But like I said, Mike Beaslin right now is sitting at 223. He's probably the best lineman in the state of Colorado, one of the best in the Midwest. He has a lot of attention from Nebraska, Colorado, Air Force, those local teams that have got to get an eye on him. Big athletic kid, can move. Very excited for the future of that young man. And Kendrick Blackshire, he's one of the best linebackers in the country. B.J. Lamb, like we just talked about him, he's at 228. He'll be moving up after he received an offer from Arizona State and Coach Likens. We already talked about that. Very excited for that young man and his future, which solidifies him being on the top 300, getting an offer from Coach Likens and Herm Edwards in Pac-12. Very excited for that kid. And people wonder why we have Maximus Gibbs at 269. He has some stuff to prove. Yes, he's 6'6", 390. Yes, he is a big young man. He's got a lot to work on. He needs to get off the ball faster. Just little things like that. Ethan Sickles out of Oak Hill, Ohio. Very talented kid, hard worker. I got to work him out in person. Kid's got a huge upside. He had a lot of interest from colleges. Same thing with his other Oak Hill superstar, Derek Boggs, out of the class of 2023, which we will be ranking here shortly. If you are a kid in the class of 2023 that wants to be ranked, hit us up. It's good to be in our pipeline program. Get an evaluation done. Get your stuff out to the colleges. See what the cat can drag in for you, casting that net out real large. It's about time to start 2023. You guys are entering your freshman season, and you need to start stepping up. John Tata Jr. Kid doesn't have much film, but he's fast. Speed kills. Once we get that film together, he's going to move up our rankings. He's a very tough kid, very hard worker out of Westwood High School, South Carolina. That's one we'll be targeting for our All-American game. And that brings me to number 300. Number 300 is Alan Ananya out of Mexico City. The kid can boom it. If you're looking for a kicker in 2021, I have two of them. I'm going to talk about my other 2021 kicker here shortly on the next video, because this video is getting extremely long. But Alan Ayanya is good at all three phases of the game. Hit a 70-something yard punt, booms kickoffs, 8 to 10 yards deep in the end zone, hit a 53-yarder in front of a bunch of people. That's my career long in a game. Broke the record in college at the college I was at. This kid's got the juice. That's why he's our number 300 recruit at College Football Today. And there's never been a kicker make the top 300. But when you possess all three at that level, kicking off, punting, you can't deny it. It's just phenomenal. It's one of the best I've ever seen. Reminds me of somebody I knew back in the day. Way to go, Alan. Way to make the top 300. Go Mexico. Love you, man. Love all you guys. Keep working hard. Keep stepping up. I love the process. I love what you guys are doing. And got 2 more years now. Junior year, senior year. Make it happen.